Hi guys, it's me Danielle Danny Buttons, and I clickbaited you today a little bit. Welcome to another episode of My Life is Still Hectic. So what we're going to do today is I'm literally going to put on a half-hour, oh, don't you be looking at my code, a half-hour timer on my, nope, I tried to look through the camera, half-hour timer, and I'm going to color for half an hour and chat, and that is going to be today's video because things are a lot. So we are coloring from Color Quest by Joanna Webster. This is a ginormous book, and it was on my 10 books to finish tag video, which I will link up above. So let's just work on it a little bit. Yeah, I haven't done just a color and chat in a really long time. I'm using these Shuttle Art permanent markers that Lauren from Lauren Loves Color gifted me, and I've been obsessed. I'm pretty sure nearly every single picture I've colored in the last 2 months has been using these, and it's crazy. So I think it was a combination of like being the right thing at the right time, because I've just been in general becoming a little more and more obsessed with permanent markers. So to get like this awesome set right when I was being obsessed anyway was just like the perfect storm of coloring supplies. And now it's all that I use. So thank you again, Lauren, and I will link her down below because she just recently turned her YouTube channel into a coloring channel. So you should subscribe to her. But yeah, everything's crazy. Right now, the camera is about 3 inches from my face. So if I'm blowing you out with sound, I apologize for that. But if I put the camera anywhere else, we just get crazy shadow because I am still in my bedroom as an office. We're on day 4 of painting, and they're still doing downstairs, and Noodles and I are going crazy. So the first 2 days, I actually went to my cousin's house with Noodles, and that was definitely much better than us being here. But my cousin, as I've mentioned before, is working from home. Her daughter's doing school from home, and Noodles doesn't really understand upstairs neighbors. Like, she hears people walking around and she can't comprehend it, so she just freaks out. So half of the day is spent trying to get her not to freak out. And then my cousin's boyfriend comes home and he's like wearing work clothes, and she forgets who he is when he's in his work clothes. So she screams at him when he gets home, and then he changes, and then she's like, oh my God, I remember that I love you so much. And then she just like literally sits right next to him the whole rest of the time we're there. So it's a lot. But yeah, so that's what we did Monday and Tuesday, and we watched 9 movies in 2 days. And then Wednesday, like my cousin's upstairs neighbor was getting her washing machine checked out. So I was like, that won't be good for Noodles. And again, we are a guest in your house, so I do not want my doggy to be causing trouble. So let's just stay home. So we stayed home Wednesday. Also, is she being bad right now? Because I can hear her. Samuel went into the kitchen for a while I'm filming, but I hear her in a room in between. Wednesday, we stayed here, and she barked for a large majority of the day. She was being bad?
Yeah, she's paper.
That girl. And by here, I not only mean our house, but I mean the 3 of us in my bedroom, which is also extra full of a whole bunch of furniture. So it was just a lot of screaming by her, not me, and a lot of annoyance. So today we ended up staying here again because my dad actually had to like do something business related. So if we left, it would like be just Sam, and then while Sam was dropping us off, it would be just the guys. And I mean, I don't not trust them, but it's just not their house. You know what I mean? I don't know. It feels weird to leave them alone in the house. So we're like, we'll stay again. No, it was even worse today. She just was out of control. I think she thought my dad was downstairs, so she was like very worried about him, but he was not home. So she was just on edge all day and screaming all day. So if I sound on edge, I am. So that's what's been happening here. I was hoping to film something more exciting, but I realized I haven't just done a regular color and chat in a while, so maybe this is okay. So here we are. I was also hoping to be coloring a whole ton while I was at my cousin's especially, but I think I've just been distracted by all the movies we've been watching because it's like a lot of stuff that I haven't seen in a really long time. So I actually made a list of movies I wanted to watch back when we thought the house was getting painted in November. So I like brought it and I was like so excited to show her because my cousin watches tons of movies. I don't have patience for it, but she's really good at watching movies. So I was like, I brought this whole list and that way she can pick what she wants to watch. And she's like, oh, I like this one. No longer streaming. Oh, I like this one. No longer streaming. Like half of my list went off of the streaming services between November and now. And I was very frustrated. So, Noodles is now prowling around my table, which again, I am just on my like 10-year-old tray table that I've been using as crafts. Sam, she's being real bad!
I got her.
She's eating my book cover and I do not want that. Absolutely not. You gotta get her out of this room. She's like a little bucking like horse. What are you doing, doggy? Get out. Bye. Thanks. Sorry, she was eating the dust jacket for my current book, and I would be very upset. So if I just screamed at you, I apologize. I feel bad. But anyway, yeah, so I just got distracted by all the movies, and I had to like make a whole new list. So after Monday, I mean, enough on my list was there that it got us through Monday. But then Monday night, I came back and I like researched. I signed into all the services and made a new list. And then Tuesday we were ready. So, because I was like, if we go at this pace, we're gonna watch 50 movies in the time I'm here. But then now I spent 2 days back at home, so we're down to like what, 35 movies. It could still potentially be a crazy number. So, hopefully it was a good time off for them too from Noodles barking, and everyone will be happy and refreshed. But as you can see or hear, Noodles is just very antsy from not really getting to move around all day except for the barking. I'm shocked she has energy at all, but you heard it. She's still up and at 'em. But yes, all that to say, that was a lot of nothing to say. I thought I would color even more than I have been. I actually finished a page in this book, which took all of Monday and Tuesday, because this book is humongo. And I maybe only did like 1 or 2 more things yesterday when I was here. And that's really it. So I'm hoping to do some more coloring, but it's hard. It's like, you know how coloring is a good stress reliever? I feel like I'm past that point and it's like too much stress that I can't even color. So we'll see. But yeah, happy to be doing this now. I'm very upset that I'm not getting the scavenger hunt ready yet, but that's definitely going to have to wait. I think finally either tomorrow or definitely Monday. I think tomorrow they're going to start up here, and once they're up here, I don't think I'll really be able to do much at all, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm just confused because, again, they've been doing downstairs my dad's living room and they did his bedroom, whatever. But they're like, oh, we're not going to leave it so that you can't exist during the day or when we're gone. Like, we're going to move everything. They left his furniture these whole 4 days. So his living room has been inaccessible all 4 days. And I guess they just assume that he would stay up here. But he doesn't usually. So, he has been. So that's been different too. But yes. Yeah, so I really like this Color Quest book. And this is probably the only books that I actually do color in the whole shapes instead of just doing like a dot or a circle or something. But that's because the shapes in here are different for each page. So as you can see, they're little hexagons on this page. I've done some that are like circles that don't even touch. I've done other stuff. I don't know. I've done a lot of this book. Squares, all sorts of stuff. There's 3 that are currently out in this series. I say that because I'm really hoping they'll make more now that they made they're making more spiroglyphics. I'm hoping that they make more of these too. But I have all 3 currently out, and they're all fun, but this one is definitely my favorite overall. I wish they would come out with one that was just patterns. I think I did all of the patterned ones in this book. Yes. I don't know. When have I last color and chatted? Because I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in like 2 months. But here we are. I don't know what to say. Ooh, I know what I can talk about. Okay, so on New Year's Eve, I desperately wanted like a charcuterie board. Like they're super trendy right now to have these big old fancy snack boards with all the cheeses and whatever. And as someone who is not fancy, I've never really even had a cheese board. I know like my family growing up had cheese boards like on my mom's side, but they mostly would have like cheese and wine, and I've never been a drinker. So I just really ignored it. Like I didn't understand the appeal. I guess I would like have some of the cheddar cubes every once in a while, but that was it. But I was really desperate for like a fancy charcuterie board. So Sam made that happen. And that was like our dinner on New Year's Eve. And I went crazy on that board. It was a great time. And I ate all the things. We had like a bunch of jams and a bunch of cheeses and different types of crackers. And it was fabulous. So I was like, Sam, you've made my 2020 dream come true just in time. So that was fun. I don't really like New Year's. I like the idea of it if you were like hanging out with friends and the excitement. But for like the past 5 or 6 years, it's just been me, Sam, and my dad just like watching the ball drop. I finally convinced my dad to not make us watch the show anymore, like what was formerly Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve, whatever. I'm like, I don't like any of these musicians. I don't care about them. They're all pre-recorded. I don't like most of the hosts. I didn't watch this year, so this could be a fake statement. I apologize if you like are in love with something that happened. But I just like, why would we spend hours doing this? I don't want to. So we just put it on for the ball drop, and that was fine. And then my dad likes to have appetizers up through midnight. Usually he has even more, but again, we had that charcuterie board. So we didn't end up eating any with him, and I think that was sad, and then I felt really guilty, and then I was like, do you want more appetizers? And he was like, I'm fine. And I was like, oh, okay. I was just being extra. So there's that. This is just like distracting. Again, I have no idea. The sound might be terrible. Everything might be terrible right now, but I just really want to keep getting videos to you. I hate the idea of starting a new year on a negative foot. Seems counterintuitive, I don't know. But I wonder if you know what page I'm doing. Probably not, because there's not really much to it yet. If you have this book, I'm doing the first page, so if you know what that is, there you go. I really do think I can finish this one, and I'd be really excited to. I think I got this for my birthday in 2017, maybe 2018, but I think 2017. So I did, like, I thought you needed to use fine liners in this book. So again, this is another reason I give the same tip all the time when people have intimidating books. I got fine liners and I got I went to my favorite page, which was the turtle, of course, and I was coloring, and then I was like, this is terrible. This is going to take me my whole life. I felt like the pens were going dry already, and they were brand new, and I was like, I really just don't want to do this, and then I didn't pick the book up for like 2 years. But that's why I always suggest when you're trying to pick a page, you start with your second favorite page. That way you're still motivated to do it. But then if you like mess up because it's like a new type of book or whatever, you don't feel bad. Because I definitely felt really bad after I messed up that turtle page. I don't know if I can, let's see, if I can find it. There's a little peek at all the ones I have done. This is the one I did this week. There it is. I can't really open it any farther because my monopod, but this took me forever, and I was doing each little box, one box at a time with those fine liners, and it was just a miserable experience. So hopefully I will go back and finish that one. I will not be using those fine liners, so hopefully it doesn't look too silly, and we get a pretty close match, but yikes. I don't know what it is about the process. It's just a good time. Ooh, can we talk about how the Eagles are trash bags? Okay. So I know that not many of you are football fans, so I apologize. But I just need to get this out there that I really don't appreciate how the Eagles acted in their final game, which was basically taking out their quarterback for no reason and throwing the game, and therefore the Giants not making the playoffs. To be honest with you, none of us deserved it. Our records were all terrible. But they really didn't need to throw the game. Like, I thought that was ridiculous and disrespectful. So, if you're an Eagles fan, why? Not only are they, like, terrible, but they're birds, and I don't understand. So, now I have to figure out who else to root for. Can't root for Washington because now they're the enemy. I really pick now, at this point, I'll pick every single game and I'll just like pick a favorite and root for them. I probably will watch a lot of them. We'll see, because there's 6 games this weekend, but they're all at different times, which is like, ooh. But my requirements for picking teams once mine is out is I will pick teams that are purple. So like I like the Vikings. I will pick teams that are not birds. And then if all else fails, I also won't pick red teams because, again, I don't like the color red. Somebody was shocked when I said that in one of my videos. I know, I'm sorry. I don't know why, but I've been like that for a really long time. Really never liked the color red. I think I liked it when I was about 5 years old. It's the last time on record I could find myself liking the color. So, purple has been my favorite color for probably 20 plus years. And I think once I started liking purple, red was out because I personally don't like purple and red together. And I think that was what did it. So that was all it took for red to get kicked out. So there's tons of red football teams though, so it's usually easy to narrow it down. I also will pick teams based on who did well on my fantasy team, which this year was nobody. I came in 8th place. I came in last. So it was a rough football year all around. How much time we got left? 11 minutes. Perfect. 11:11. What else was I going to say? Oh, I finished my first audiobook of the year. I made my goal 60 again. Last year I only made it to 54, which kind of was sad. My goal was 60 last year also. Year before I hit 100. I mean, obviously, like, 2020 rules didn't apply the same, so I'm not upset that I didn't hit the 60. I'm just upset because I got really close. So, and I didn't really read very much at the end of the year. I don't know. I wasn't able to focus on much of anything. So I listened to the audiobook One for the Money by Janet Evanovich, I hope. And I think I had read the first 3 or 4 back in the day, like 2008, 9, whatever. But I decided to start them over because I'm currently all caught up with the Joanna Fluke, Hannah Swenson books. So I wanted to start something else. And I definitely remembered liking them. I like them. So basically, I'll tell you, Shayna, too, in case you want to try these too. But they're about Stephanie Plum, and she is essentially going to become a bounty hunter. But it's extra exciting because she lives in New Jersey. And of course, I live in New Jersey. She lives in Trenton, which is our capital, but I do not live there. But I do have, my bestie lives very close to there. So, like, I know a lot of where things are happening. I think the first books were written in like 2006. So I'm not sure what we're going to see, like if I'm going to recognize actual places. I don't remember the plots. The first one was also turned into a movie with like Katherine Heigl, and I did see it in theaters, and I remember liking it in theaters too. So I definitely remembered the plot a little bit from the first one, but I don't think I remember any of the next ones. I don't know. Gets all jumbled up in there, so we'll find out. But I'm listening to them on Scribd. I'm happy to get my first book done. 59 to go. What else? What do you want me to talk about? I'm close to earning my first credit. I think I said that. Or I was gonna say it and then I didn't. I thought I was gonna get to color so much this week so that I would like bank a bunch of credits for my new system of 10 colored pages equaling 1 credit to buy a new book. I think this, if I finish this, will be page 9. I'm obviously not finishing it in the next 8 minutes, but hopefully in the next day or 2. And I have a buddy color started with Shayna that I finished like half of, so I might work on that too. I've been like jumping all over. I can't. It's too much with this painting. I mean, obviously, it's only like 2 weeks. Even if it ends up being like 12 days, business days, we're going to make it through and be all right. And it's just very hectic for the time being. But for the time being, it's very hectic. I feel like that wasn't right. Do you think that was all number 2? That seems like a lot of that color in a row. Oh well. So, but yes, I have a buddy color going with Shayna. I just finished one with Jamie, and I'm starting one with Emily, and I'm feeling good to be getting these buddy colors done again. I basically took December off from buddy coloring for the most part. I did a few, but I was like, things are going to be crazy. Let's not make any commitments. So that's what happened. I've seen the first few Jolly colorings trickle in. That's been exciting too. Noodles, I can hear her trying to get in again. No, ma'am. You're too sassy. And Sam didn't actually pick up my book cover that you knocked off. I don't know if she's crying or if she left. We'll find out. I'm sure you all will hear too. Oh, he's letting her back in. Can you pick up the book cover then? We have, Sammy, 6 minutes left and then we're cutting the video, so. Okay. Noodles, I don't know how you have any energy at all, ma'am. I'm very impressed by you. She's burrowing into the bed now, so we should be in the clear for sass levels at least. Oh, she went on Yogi instead. Yogi is our giant, it's a yoga bow, and it's like a giant beanbag chair that I bought for myself. And then when Noodles came, she's like, no ma'am, this is mine. And I was like, all right, fine. So she sleeps on that every night. especially while we're all trapped in here together. Because we used to keep her kennel in our room, and we wouldn't force her to go in there, but she seemed to like sleeping in there. But for the time being, it's not. And it is in the living room. Basically, nothing is in the correct spot, is the moral of the story. Do you see any more twos? I think there's more up top, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to see them from my angle. Ooh, we've also... Seriously, when did I last talk to you like color and chat? I don't know. We also have been playing a lot of Beat Saber, which Sam for Christmas got the Oculus, which is a VR machine. And the game I'm addicted to is called Beat Saber. Oh, she's back on the bed. It's basically like a rhythm game. Like, you know how Dance Dance Revolution, you like jump your feet on the dots? Well, this is you have the two controllers, and then the notes will come at you, and you have to swing at them in the right direction. And I love it so much, and it's so much fun, and it's so addicting, and it's like actually almost a workout. I mean, Sam breaks a sweat with everything, but sometimes I even break a sweat. So we usually do like 2 or 3 songs and then switch to keep us from breaking a sweat. And I'm already getting better, and it's just like really feels like it's great for coordination practice. So I've been having a lot of fun with that. But when we first were doing it, like the first few days, I got really dizzy afterwards, like at night. So it was hours after. It wasn't like while I was playing or anything. And I feel like I'm a little bit of a hypochondriac, so I was freaking out, and I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? But I think it was just that. I don't know. I just go through phases where, like, my anxiety presents itself in different ways. So I just kind of chalked it up to that and being very worried about all this painting and just, like, high stress time. So seems to be getting better. And again, now that we rotate off much more, it's not as bad. So that's the deal with that. But that's a ton of fun. And I totally recommend looking up Beat Saber if you don't know what I'm talking about. Because a lot of the people that are like really good and post about it on the internet, it's so cool to watch. Like right now, the thing holding me back is I feel like I can't see fast enough to hit those notes. It's crazy. The skill level is beyond me, so. But he found a way to like get a bunch of popular songs that like people, I guess different users can make their own versions of songs. And by own versions, I mean map out which direction you're hitting and things like that. And he like downloads those. So we've been playing a lot of Disney songs, of course, and just a lot of fun stuff. He found a lot of video game ones for himself that I don't know. And he's really, really good, and it's annoying because he like only plays on expert. And I was like, all right, relax. But I usually play on hard, and I think that's pretty good because we haven't had it that long. So there's that. I think this actually went better than I was expecting, coloring this type of page. So I'm probably going to need to do at least one more quick video like this. So if you have any requests for right now, please let me know because I would enjoy to hear them. I want, again, I want to keep being here. I don't want to get out of the habit. I missed a few days around Christmas, and of course it's understandable. Nobody's upset. I get that, but I just don't want to lose the enthusiasm about the channel. So if you want anything specific, I might try to do a challenge from in here. Again, my setup right now is just a little bit crazy, so we'll see what happens with that. But hopefully you didn't mind this. I might just do another 30-minute color and chat in the next day or two. So my next video will be a weekend one, so maybe I'll have more time. Get a guest I'll have to see about guests. That's it. I have to see, get my cousin's hands in here. Oh, right now I'm not wearing the ring she made because I'm not wearing any rings. So we just have like a crafting round table. I would do stuff like that if I could figure out how to film it, but so far, no good. Ooh, my time is up. Stop. I think we did pretty good. What do you think? This, again, is a huge, huge page. Do I have a regular size book? This is the Belba family. Mystery mosaics, and it is that much bigger. So, it's a big boy, if you haven't seen these before, but I love it. And that's all on that. I realize that now I have you attached to my cart instead of my table, so I haven't been wiggling you when I've been wiggling the table, but obviously wiggling the cart was a mistake. So, anyway, that is it for me. Look at these nails. Yes, I haven't gotten distracted till just now. These are my real nails. This is the one I broke, so, but we're doing pretty good. I've been trying to shape them like I used to get them shaped when I got them done professionally. We're trying. We're trying. So, subscribe. I'm a fun time. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below, like this video. Let me know what you want to see. If you made it till the end, we're going to say something crazy. We're just going to say the number 10. Why not? Or if you want to guess what this is, if you don't know. If you know, don't spoil it. But if you want to guess, please do that. Maybe I'll just... No, I won't, because I'm going to try to color this more some more now. So I probably will not do the next part on camera. But I hope that you're also not mad that I'm not finishing on camera. I just realized that. That's kind of become my thing. Oof. All right, well, now we're like 3 minutes extra. So thank you so much for watching. Like and comment down below anything you want to comment. Subscribe. I'm a fun time. All that stuff I just said, I have now said again. Say the number 10, and I will see you again in 2 days with something different. Bye.